discussion, I can tell.
You know which one.
Which one do you mean?
You're muted, Alex.
I am legitimately surrounded by popcorn buckets. I don't even know if you understand. So you have to like mime
Be
which
more
one you're looking for.
Do you want the?
Oh yeah, I have that. Did you? By the way, did you not know that I have a viral video on Instagram right now by accident?
No.
No. Is it because you're joining two popcorn buckets together?
I saw that. Is that going viral?
Are your popcorn buckets
Yes.
making love again?
Yes.
Yes.
Do they love
No.
each other very much, and they're giving each other a special kind of hug to make more popcorn?
You guys are saying this joke, but I legitimately can't. I don't know if you would even want me to show it, but
No.
hold on. I remember.
I mean, I've
work
seen
for
it.
social
I just didn't know it was.
I work for
it was
social
viral.
media, so I know
I did
that
too,
I have
so you're savvy.
274,000 plays, 155,000 initial plays, 118,000
Oh my
replays,
gosh.
21,000
How do we-
interactions, including 12,913 shares.
How do we leverage this for the show?
You
How do we
can't.
leverage this?
I think
You can't.
I mean, if we do, we can't monetize.
We have to start tagging him.
Because I do have it right
Honestly?
here, and I could recreate it live for the show.
Yeah.
Love to
Okay,
see it still wrapped.
I'm glad you've wrapped it.
There's so many.
You have to wrap it. In these days,
before you tap in to the show.
Here's a quick tip.
because it is buttered popcorn, my friend. It is buttered.
I'm gonna move on from this. I'm just gonna do it.
You brought it up. I didn't ask you to bring it up. You brought it up.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome
Hopefully,
in.
lots of you are late.
I didn't hear about Alex's penis popcorn bucket. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. We're gonna have a good show today. I'm calling it. I'm calling my shot because it's been a busy day.
Yeah.
And I've had a hell of a week. All last week, I was very sick. And then I'm starting to get better. And then I wish I could think of something cool, but I was literally just getting up too fast and I heard a pop in my knee. So now I'm just hobbling around.
Like an old man.
I had an actual cane, like an old man that I was using to walk around. I didn't leave all weekend. Daniel, I canceled plans with you.
He sure did.
I
They
messed
say
up
that-
my knee.
That is the sign of aging if you hurt your back by sneezing. Like, you crossed that line. So, like,
What's
I
that
feel like
warranty
you're
zone?
right there. Yeah.
It's my right knee. I was literally just taking a knee, talking to my nephew, and I simply just got up too fast. That's all it was. I just got up.
You know what?
fast.
Did you make like a grunting noise when you got up? Because that prevents that. You gotta go.
Oh, I did. I said, oh boy. That's what I said. And everyone looked at me because I've never said that in that cadence in my life. And they knew something was wrong. Almost immediately.
Wow. Well, I'm
Just
sorry
so
to
you just
hear
say,
your
I
age
live
is
here
now.
now. My thing is magic words. I say, I live here forever now.
Get
and
my
I kneel
mail
down.
delivered here, please. Yeah.
Yeah. And then magically I'm able to roll over to my side and eventually
And then army crawl over to
I did have a pretty
chair and
look
pick
at
myself up.
Yes,
I'm gonna
exactly.
call it a sad moment where like I essentially did my army crawl over like Alex was saying, but I was like, I need water. So I'm like going to refill my I'm going to refill my water and I look out and I've got my cane, right?
Oh
because
my
like I have to
God.
walk. And I literally do the thing where I'm looking out and these youths are playing football and
On
I
your
see
lawn?
them take their plastic football and they throw it and they can't catch a football. And they hit my car with the plastic football. And I was like, I instinctively
go
almost
out with
rushed to
your
the
cane.
door and like shake my fist at them. And I was like,
Take your cane at them.
I need to stop because it was getting bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I've caught up to my hair, everyone. So
Yeah.
welcome to Paul Hernandez's Old Man Corner. I'll be here for 35 minutes because it takes me a while to get up now.
Also,
So,
because
well-
it's definitely dinner time for you and bedtime.
It is. Whoever would like to meet me at the Denny's for
At
half off
Coco's,
a stack of Coco's. Oh, I love Coco's.
Oh, man.
Welcome in, everyone.
This is the
Thank you so much for joining us on our pop culture news and headlines. We've got a lot of fun stuff to cover. Luckily, our last couple shows have been covered for us because we've had these like massive events. I feel like you know, we've gotten kind of fortunate. I don't know what the hell you guys did last week. I don't know. I was on the show, so I didn't watch.
I don't remember. Daniel was very berating of me.
You guys were fun. It was fun.
Is that a word? Is that language?
Berating? Yeah. It's one of the words.
It's berating.
Berating of me. Berating of me is not a phrase, I don't think.
It's fun to watch like Alex realize like, oh, we have a substitute teacher in. And he's just and I can see his brain start to get worse.
The group chat got a little weird that day.
Honestly, I was so calm. I was so chill because I didn't have to deal with your annoying ass and Autumn's annoying ass.
Only his
me and Daniel just
yeah.
Just
chill.
me.
It was just
And I was here like, so next up we got
I kept checking my blood pressure and it was like this.
Nice.
Oh, jeez. I
That
know
seems
Daniel
dangerous for you, though.
looked like a skinless cat. So we had a D23 just over the weekend, which it was a huge D23. I feel like one of the bigger ones in a while because a lot of times I feel like D23 is just like the redheaded stepchild of these like cons that happens, like, and people just don't care. But we had some like actual names and some actually huge announcements happen. So we're going to cover all of that. Daniel's written up a script. Thank you, Daniel. And then at the very end, all three of us are just going to talk about three things within pop culture, TV, movies, music, whatever, that we're looking forward to throughout the rest of 2024. So with that, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We appreciate it. Also, a quick update. Have not heard back from the persons from the company sponsoring our show. So we said, I'm going to use my word early. To heck with it. We're going to start giving away stuff on our own. And we're going to be... either myself or Alex who live at movie theaters.
An exclusive chapstick that has
an exclusive chapstick.
You're not taking any of my cool stuff. You can't have my cool stuff.
This Squishmallow thing,
some other crap
or whatever it is. No, you're not getting this. But we're going to try to give away some popcorn buckets, some fun stuff that me and Alex always happen upon. Mostly Alex's shit. So just stay tuned. Thank you guys again for being patient. We really appreciate you. It's fun and we're doing our best, but and then again just thank you guys for being in the group and everything. We're gonna try to do multiple giveaways where and what we can. All right, with that, lots to cover. Daniel, let's
get into it.
Okay, so D23 happened this weekend, like you said. It was a huge show. I feel like last year or the year prior it was just crickets, nothing big. We're starting to see a little shift, right? Disney's starting to like hold back a little at Comic-Con, and I think they're waiting instead to D23, which is like a week and a half later, to really like put out the big stuff. So we got some big news, big ticket items. First up, the Disney Parks highlights, which are kind of my favorite because I mean I was a pass holder, so Disney Parks are
you were a pass hole?
Also a pass hole, for sure.
Right here.
Card carrying member, pass hole.
Have not been. Ever.
No, we got to take Alex.
No.
It's so fun.
It seems
You're
like
never going to get me there.
Like
Alex,
face of joy the whole time.
Alex might implode.
Yeah,
I think of
it's too much joy.
I don't even go to California. Let alone you're going to make me go to Disneyland.
But it's in the heart of California, Anaheim.
Oh, the heart.
It is the heart of California.
Oh, it's the heart.
Have you seen those videos on the
garbage
on the Instatalks or whatever the kids are on where they're let me find my cane where they are like oh your friend who always finds something to complain about and they're like wow we're at this concert like we've been wanting to see this artist forever and he's like it's gonna be a nightmare to get out of here for parking, huh? Like,
see, that's not me. No, that's not
is you. That's what you sound like.
Every group needs that.
When you take me to see Hans Zimmer in concert, I'm like, I don't care how long I'm in here. I will stroll in, stroll out. I'll be so happy. You take me to go see Napalm Death, I'll walk in. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to sit down, but I'm going to have a great old time. Put my earplugs in and crank it out. I'll be so good. You take me to Disney, I'd rather die.
What?
That's fair.
Sorry, I know we're getting off track, but now I'm.
You give me to
doing,
Universal, by the way. You give me to Universal.
Ooh.
All smiles. I'm smiles from ear to ear. You give me all the.
Wait, what
all
at
the-
Universal is appealing to you? Like
same
what
question.
IPs? Yeah.
Okay, The Mummy. That
Mhm.
ride is bang. I don't know. I've never been.
That's
I've never
right.
been to the one in California because California is a
Okay.
hellhole. The Mummy. Do they still have the Simpsons stuff? And then I go for
Yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights. And of course, Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Mm.
I do
Harry
Harry.
That's
And
not
I
it.
go in there. And I'm like, I'm thirsty today. Have a bottle of water. And I'm like, what? Have a bottle of water. And I'm like, yeah, I'm thirsty. Anyways, yeah, you give me to Universal, I'm happy. You give me to Disney,
Okay.
it's hell.
Is it? Well,
Fair.
I know. I mean, since I've known you, you've just had a disdain for Disney, and I understand it completely as well. Is it just like the IP itself? Because like I feel that way. Like if it didn't have Galaxy's Edge, like I would probably like not go to Disney.
It has Galaxy's Edge, and I still don't like it.
Yeah,
Personally,
I prefer
I-
California Adventure.
I love all of Disneyland, every single corner, all of it. I love it. I've been going
Small
for as
world,
long as
isn't
I
it?
can remember, and I love it.
Yeah, I
Desmond,
don't know.
Desmond says this. Desmond won't go to Disney once he learns that it will cost him a hot toy to get in. The
Yeah,
other day,
that's true.
I was looking at my credit card and I was like, come on, 11,000, come on, 11,000. It was $12,000. I was like, yes, I beat my high score. You think I care? I'm gonna die broken alone. I don't give a crap. I've decided that I don't care anymore. I just bought a hot toy the other day for no reason. I don't want this. I don't want this for any reason. I just bought it so I
What is
can put a
that?
jacket
Who
on
is
it.
that?
It's Black
Is that
Widow.
Inspector
That's it.
Gadget?
Yeah.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da.
I took the Yelena Belova Black Widow. I cut her out of her
Mhm.
outfit and I put her in a Barbie outfit. Her butt was too big; it split the seams. But I don't care. I'm just customizing.
So
So
she's
I'm just
packing.
throwing away money.
Fair.
I am
That sounds
throwing
fun,
away
though.
money. So it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the fact
You've
that
just
it
let
sucks.
go and like
Okay.
well,
just let it rip.
Can't
Can't take it
aside
with you.
from Daniel, aside from Alex's very clear cry for help, what other news
Nihilism,
did we
baby.
have going on at the Disney parks?
So at the Disney parks right here in California, there's a lot of updates coming here. There's a lot of updates coming to the Florida parks too. We'll get to that. But in California at Disneyland, so the OG proper park, Mandalorian and Grogu are getting their own story on Smuggler's Run, which is the Millennium Falcon ride at Galaxy's Edge. They're getting their own overlay, kind of like Star Tours, how you would take different trips.
Yeah.
They're
okay,
also
that's
bringing a new animatronic show. It's Great Moments with Walt Disney, and that
With
one
Walt,
I'm
yeah,
really
that-
excited for.
Is it just going to be his head like in a frozen?
No,
chamber?
it's going to be
Ooh, like Futurama.
it's actually going to be like a stage show.
Oh,
I don't know if
wow.
you've seen the
Yeah,
Abraham
the
Lincoln
Great
show.
Moments with
Lincoln, yeah.
Excuse
So-
me, it's great moments with Mr. Lincoln. Thank you.
I just wish they included
So,
more
let me
Abraham
ask you a
Lincoln's
question.
boyfriends.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, Alex.
Maybe I shouldn't ask this question.
Probably not. I'm gonna
If
guess
I go,
no.
if I go there, is Walt Disney's robot going to be like, "Hey, I know you. Where's your
Yeah.
yarmulke? Get out of here."
yes, and that's because he
Cigarette
does
in
not
hand.
like.
Hey, you.
And that's
The
because he
robot's
doesn't.
gonna go. No.
No, he's gonna do waiting. F you, you're cool. F you. Yeah, no. What Alex is talking
Racism,
about,
right,
everyone, if
guys?
you didn't know, it's because Walt Disney did not like Packers fans. So
Hated them.
what
I
it
love
is.
cheese. I love cheese. The only reason I like the Green Bay Packers.
Mhm.
You
That's
get a free
good
blockhead with every time you go.
He was a problematic man. All right, what else do we have going on, Daniel?
All right, so California Adventure, we got the two Avengers rides coming. They have a land there. So one of them is going to be Infinity Defense, and that it's like a screen ride. There you go.
Oh, okay.
wow.
This one you're going to be like
It's very
hopping
fake.
multiverses. Yeah,
Mhm.
very
Oh,
CGI
cool.
here.
There's
Yeah, I mean,
definitely
it's a-
trend
it's a
now
whip.
with these
Like-
It's a
with these
render.
rides where like the Spider-Man one is where you
Mhm.
just like look and do a little action like a movement and then it shoots
Mhm.
things. And
Mhm.
then I went on the one at Mario Land in Universal and it was the same thing. It was like
There's a
You
Mario
just
Land at
kinda-
Universal.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I took
Yeah,
the
new.
kids and it was great. Newish, it's like a year.
Like two.
You got to
yeah,
come
been
to
a
California and find out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to California.
It's pretty cool. It's really fun. There's also like you can go, there's all these blocks you can go around and hit, and it goes bling, bling,
Oh.
bling. And if you buy the little watch for
That's my
like
head.
$40, by the way, you can go around and collect all the coins, and it takes you to an exclusive little walkthrough thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
You can
that.
go into
I've never
Bowser's
been.
Castle or something.
If it ever comes to Florida, I will go there. I'm not going.
Florida.
Big flow right of head.
Okay.
Yeah, there was that one, Daniel, and what I found interesting about that ride at the Infinity Defense is they're apparently expanding a lot of Avengers Campus. So they don't know exactly so they're breaking new ground in 2026.
Okay.
And then they're also going to take over some stuff. Is that right, Daniel?
Yeah, so it's called Disney Forever or Disneyland Forever, but they're essentially expanding the California campus in its entirety. They're buying up property. They're trying to
I was gonna say, where would it go?
Ah, yes. More homeless people in California. You're welcome.
It is unfortunate.
This guy,
Thanks,
you know
Disney.
what?
Honestly,
Thanks,
we just
Disney.
send him to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's probably
I'm going to Vegas.
I know, for Designer Con.
That's where we send our homeless
I'll
people
see
on
you
Fandom
there.
Social to Vegas.
I have a story about that, but we're doing news. I have a story about me being homeless in Las Vegas, but that's another time.
We're gonna have to get to that.
We can
So
share
there
some
is,
good Vegas stories.
yeah, jeez, too many.
No, listen, mine's a very clean story. It's just very amusing. Anyways, continue.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
ours is not clean. Go ahead, Daniel.
So we got a Coco ride coming, and an
Coco's a
Avatar
good
Land
movie.
expansion.
Mhm.
Really?
Ugh.
Is that needed? Is that needed?
It's disgusting.
Anyway.
Probably
horrible
not,
drawing.
but you know what?
Yeah.
They paid for it, so they're gonna use it. Darn
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I know. Well, we'll probably get into it, but it's hand in hand with the announcement of the third movie, which is hopefully the last. He was booked for 6 goddamn movies.
Who?
James Cameron signed on for 6 Avatars
Wow.
total, and he's delivered one really good one movie.
Which one is that?
The
There's
first
only
one.
2.
Oh.
Okay, enough of you. And then the second one, which is it's basically
I didn't
NyQuil. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
tease
once
me,
the second
don't
movie
tease
got
me.
to eco-terrorist whale, I was out.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, though,
my
Eco Terrorist Whale is like the sequel I want to see to Street Sharks.
Steve, I'm a guy. By the way, if you don't think we need sequels, then this is not the episode of Fandom Social for you.
Also, I
Yeah.
love this one from Linda. We can sense the overwhelming joy Alex brings to fandom.
Hey, you talk about certain
You balance us
subjects. I will
out.
get
I
excited,
think it's good. Yeah,
and I get
but
happy.
it's just not most of them.
No, it's just not these dumb ones. Anyways, continue.
What else we got? So
All the
for the
dumb
Florida
stuff you guys talk about. Anyway, go
Flow
ahead.
Rider.
the Flow Rida parks, we got a ton coming. A new Indiana Jones ride, an Encanto ride, a Monsters Inc. land. Look at this.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Is it
I have a question
Encanto?
about-
Is an Encanto world coming?
No, an Encanto ride.
Just a ride.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I was hoping there was going to be a whole lot. They were going to hire a bunch of hot muscle mommies and they could just lift me up into the
We can
ride.
get Alex to Disneyland finally.
You can get me to Disney. If you're just like, is this going to be all the, because like, it's going to be all these muscle mamas who's like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Just play
have
the
a
one
question, though.
sister. Yes.
The Indiana Jones ride, is it replacing? Like, is it an update? Did they say of the one that's already
It's-
there?
No, so this is so at Disney at Florida's park, they just have an Indiana Jones show, right? So it's like a live
Oh,
show. You go, you
okay.
sit
Yeah,
down,
they
you
don't
watch
have
the
the car.
stunt show. They don't have the car. So this is going to be their version of the car, and it's moving into a dinosaur land in Animal Kingdom. So it's a little
But
weird.
Indiana Jones
placement.
wasn't. There was no dinosaurs in Indiana Jones, Daniel. I don't.
There
It doesn't
was
make
not.
sense.
Maybe in the 6th movie,
Check your
which I've yet
notes.
to see.
Yeah. Maybe in the 6th movie.
The only dinosaur is Harrison Ford, truly.
That was a good one.
But
Boo.
but we laugh
else
at
we got?
Steve's jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly though, Alex, maybe they get some muscle mommies in there. It's better than that. What's
that's the
that
only thing
dating
that
app?
that place.
What's that?
Muscle
what's
Mommies is the name of my punk band.
that- Awesome.
If they hire Vladislava Galagan to come in, I'm like,
Kazoo
God.
type. But yeah, as long as they open up for Ethnic Snowstorm. And Daniel, what's the name of the Disneyland like dating app for Disney adults?
No, that can't.
I haven't heard of that one.
Actually, yes. You know what? I
fully
support
believe it.
That's
Like,
called
stick to yourself.
watch list.
Like,
Tinder
That's
Anaheim.
called FBI
let's keep
watch
them out of
list.
the other dating apps and keep them contained.
Called
I like that.
Craigslist. No,
Mouse Mingle.
No, it's Mouse Mingle, and there's one's called like
Stop
Mickey
it.
and Me or something.
Stop
And
it.
Meet
Can you
upon
stop?
Maine.
Meet
I'm
upon
freaking out
Maine.
right now.
That's
Can
what
I-
it's called.
Can I tell you that
I'm not okay with this.
I was on the dating apps and I went on a date with someone who turned out to be a Disney adult, and like halfway through this coffee date, I was like, oh no.
When
Because
did
I
you
was like,
know?
oh yeah, I like.
When did the
Well,
scale tip?
The red.
Okay, well,
flags.
first of all, like I thought, like we both had put like we like Disneyland. I'm like, oh, we have that in common. That's cool. When he showed up with a Hawaiian shirt with Mickey all over it, I was like, okay,
Oh no.
that's kind of a lot, but okay. And then they were like also in his socks. And then the majority of things he talked about had to do with Disneyland.
Oh no.
And yeah, and like how we were like their next date, we're gonna go to Disneyland. I'm like, that's a hard no on us spending the whole day together.
It's an expensive second date too.
Yeah, it's just
and
So
come like
I
sunset,
very
everyone's
much
tired, agitated.
yeah.
It's a bad way.
I was like, if you
How
buy
could you be
tickets,
so
I'll go
agitated?
in
You're
and
in a
then
land
ditch
of
him.
magic.
Yeah, I guess that's a good place to like break up with someone though. Like on a second date.
It's a good place to stress test whether or not you would be a good couple, for sure.
Oh, like when
Mhm.
Liz Lemon and her boyfriend went to IKEA on a Saturday. That was like
Yeah.
the ultimate test.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty
Mhm.
bad.
I just
Anyway.
gotta chill thinking about that.
Oh, Liza. That's what I was thinking.
What?
Yeah,
Do not-
bad touch, bad touch.
Bad touch.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
no.
support the Disney adult dating app so they can
Yeah,
stay
sure.
together.
What else? What else
See
we
that.
got going on?
Okay,
you
so
just said
there's
there's
a
Encanto.
Cars Land. Yeah, and so an
Cars
Encanto ride. There's a Cars Land coming, right? Which
But
we have
wait.
one here.
Oh, to Florida? Okay.
Yeah, to
This is
Florida.
Florida.
This is the
Yeah.
Florida part.
I think we're done with California now, right?
Yeah.
Alex
so-
is.
Been done.
The cream of the crop. The Florida parts
Alex,
are getting a
Middle
villain.
fingers down here.
Oh, right. A villain world. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like the biggest news,
Yeah.
I think, coming out of it because this has been long
Yeah.
gestating, and they hadn't confirmed it. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think, I
There's a
think
huge
this
spider
one
on my
is.
monitor. Ugh.
Huge.
Hi, buddy.
I think
Don't make friends with it.
yeah.
On screen.
I don't know. Like, I think Daniel, you wrote an interesting question about how Universal is doing their own, like, what is it called? Icons Land.
It's called
Uh,
Dark Universe, and it's a
mhm.
land within Epic Universe, which is like their new
Oh.
part coming.
No.
Oh, that is big.
No,
He's a big
thank
boy.
you.
Flip it.
He's a
Just
big boy.
trap him. Was that from your friend that ordered
Ooh,
the?
flip it
Oh,
and then
no.
blow smoke under it, like Keanu Reeves and Constantine, and say,
Yeah.
"Welcome to my world."
Anyways, I'm not
Poor
drinking out of that
Daniel.
cup for a while.
We'll get through.
Oh,
We're sorry,
yeah.
Daniel. Go ahead. Continue.
Alex is
We're
waving to spiders. We need to get him outside.
So that
Yeah,
was
but
it for
like-
the parks
Mosquitoes.
news.
Yeah, but sorry, quickly to that point of the villain's land for Disney in Florida. Like, I think Daniel brought up a good point of like they are very clearly trying to compete with the hype that people felt for this not Icons Land, Dark Universe,
Mhm.
where
I don't know
they
if it
came.
is.
They announced it like in development. I think
What is Dark
Yeah.
Universe like?
it's
So
a
Dark Universe. Yeah, it's Universal's like monster park, and so it's like the
Okay.
classic monsters like the Wolfman,
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Frankenstein, Dracula. I think.
Mhm.
Do we think
The
that
old
has enough
classic Universal
appeal to a whole range of age groups, though? I don't
Yeah,
mean. I'm not.
those are the most-
We're not part of
It's-
the. Like,
It's
It seems odd
actively
to
in
me.
development.
yeah, it
Hmm.
seems odd, but
You know,
That's
kids
just-
today, all the kids today, they like to be.
yeah,
a little
they
different.
love Frankenstein and the Mummy. Like they
No,
just.
oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
Universal?
Awkward
Oh no, I
topic.
was talking
Yeah.
about the Disney villains.
No, the Disney
Disney
villains I
villains.
think will be fun. I think. A
Oh,
different
Yeah, they're a
age
bunch
group
of psycho
will like that.
murderers and child abductors.
Mhm.
People
Yeah, it
love
sounds
them.
fun.
Yeah.
And there's enough of them to like cycle out, so that I think the park's not going to get boring. Whereas like
Yeah,
Dark Universe feels like there's maybe like 5 or 6 monsters tops.
yeah.
How much
It's
are
more
you
of
gonna
an
do?
adult
I
thing.
mean, I know for sure
Yeah.
they'll have an Invisible Man, like no problem. Like they probably have stuff very
Just
inexpensive.
always available for a photo op.
Yeah.
Mhm. Am I right, ladies? They're all invisible
Okay.
men. Me and you.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, but to that point, with all of these things, the VP or the president of Disney Experiences had come out and said, like, everything we're about to show you, basically everything that Daniel just talked about, is not blue sky. Like
He mentioned Daniel by name. That's crazy. We're getting big now. We're blowing up.
He did. Him and Daniel play pickleball.
Nice.
He mentioned none of it's blue sky, which means like it's like, oh, we're just concepting and it's fun. All of that is in development and is currently like set to break ground.
Yeah.
But see, John, I don't know if they're going to do it like those movies. I think they're going to go classic Universal monsters. Which again, I think it's going to appeal more to the adults and like, Grandpa up here, he's going to love it. No, they're not making those movies anymore.
Actually, and this is part of the thing I was bringing back today. Yeah,
I'm out of here.
James Wan just signed on to do Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is a classic Universal monster. So I think they might be starting to move back into that direction where they're going to like remake these classics or just to get some kind of IP, fresh merch in there. I think
if they want to make a movie, don't try to make this dark universe interconnected, whatever, like the Avengers. Like,
it's not going to work like that.
I will say I have a very strong feeling they're done with that because they wanted this like dark monster creature commandos-esque dark universe. I think they're done with that. Like, I think they just want to get these properties back in circulation. That's I don't know what everyone else thinks, but like, I think that's what it is. And also James Wan can make a good movies when he's not like under DC Comics' thumb doing Aquaman movies. So
Furious 7
or what did
Furious 7, arguably one of the better ones.
He also did Star Trek.
When are we going to do that
watch
through, by the way?
It's
not doing it.
Alex,
not doing it.
Alex is still in therapy for Transformers.
I broke Transformers I think last week or the week before. I can't stop bringing it up.
I saw some news about Transformers 1 and I had like an eye twitch that I was like, I can't stop. No.
At least it's a kids movie.
It doesn't matter. Just enough.
I've heard it's very sweet. I heard nice things.
We're never going to get through this. It's like half an hour.
All right, Daniel. We're done with the parks. Sorry, we've got a few other things.
Okay. I like the way you're thinking. Bring Brooke Shields.
Atkins.
No one knows who these people are. Daniel, what are the let's move on to the movie news.
The movies and TV news. There's a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of rattle some off. You guys stop me when I hit a sequel. Moana 2. Oh,
God.
Stop.
No, go ahead.
Moana 2, Snow White live action, Lilo and Stitch live action, Incredibles 3, Toy Story 5,
like twice already.
Can't believe it.
Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Agatha All Along, Fantastic Four First Steps, Daredevil First. Wait, I put Daredevil First Steps.
Daredevil First Steps. Born Again, man.
Daredevil Born Again.
That was slightly interesting.
Is that when
also
he becomes
Daredevil?
a born-again Christian? That's
Daredevil,
crazy.
another handsome man with a cane. Just saying.
It's a kind of
handsome man.
Kind of a play on words on it. So yes, he is born again.
Let's see: Avatar: Fire and Ash, Tron: Ares, a Pixar show, Ironheart, Mandalorian and Grogu, Andor season 2. So
is a
Andor
Pixar
season
show
2 is the
called
only thing.
Pixar show?
It's called Win or Lose.
Oh no, it's called Win or Lose, but it's Pixar's first long form.
It's a game show, but it's all animated.
Okay.
Is it really?
No,
I don't know.
Oh,
How do I know?
I thought
it's not like a coach in a baseball
I think
team.
I know literally anything about this. My eyes were rolling the entire time. And shout out to Ashley Brienzo, who loves a lot of things. She just kept sharing them, and I was like, I'm very happy that you love all this stuff.
Yeah, I'll say. I think it's like the sequel fatigue with a lot of these. I mean, but to Autumn's point, I've heard Autumn even telling me for like decades, like it doesn't ruin the thing that you loved.
Right, the thing you love is still there.
It's just more of the next thing, and at least it's a sequel, not a remake.
And
with the exception of the live action stuff is the only thing that I don't. I have zero patience with the live action. I understand why they're doing it. For the older
Stitch
movies,
looks cute as hell. Do we have pictures of Stitch?
Me, I have to go take my lasagna out of the oven. They'll be right.
Oh, right. You do have Autumn's got a lasagna she's got to take out here. Go ahead.
It is Monday.
Wait.
There we go.
It is Monday. Do we have images of Stitch? Because he was so cute.
Not of Stitch. Hang on. Let me see if I can grab one.
oh man, it's funny. Oh man, so I'm in a meeting with one of my team guys, and we're going over it. Then we're talking to that, and we're just talking about I'm like, oh man, you see the D23 news? I'm like, yeah. I'm like sequels and threequels and fivequels and nyquils and whatever. And I was like, oh, and they're doing a live action Stitch, but he looks really cute. He's like, oh, is it like CGI or something? I'm like, no. They genetically created an animal in the lab. They taught him how to speak and act. He felt like such an idiot, and I felt really good making him feel like an idiot.
That's always nice though, because sometimes.
But Andor season 2 and Daredevil Born Again are very exciting for me personally.
Here we go. I got a photo of Stitch.
Autumn's Frozen. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's cute.
He looked better than I thought. The original
a lot
Stitch,
better than I thought.
Yeah, I think of like Real Sonic or Scary Sonic, whatever they called him, like the first iteration.
Oh yeah.
He was rough. I
thought it was going to be him. So when they announced it, I was like, ugh.
It'll get better. I just know for a lot of the live action stuff when they were doing it originally, it was to maintain the IP because a lot of that stuff was in the vault, right? Like Little Mermaid and copyright law only lasts for so long. Like there was a legal reason to why they were making these movies. It wasn't only because they're running out of ideas. So with Stitch, I'm like, sure, that's great, but that shit's not expiring for like 75 years. So now it's like
their original. That's their original property. Like Little Mermaid, anyone can make a Little Mermaid movie. We don't have to wait for the copyright to expire or anything like that. It's Hans Christian Andersen. It's just anyone can do it. But
yeah, it's just.
And I'm not sure if you remember, but Lilo and Stitch had a show right after the movie came out that they just wanted to.
Yeah, it was nonstop.
It was nonstop.
Like the show. So they had sequels. They had a
good
pink
video game
version of Stink. They had a pink version of Stitch.
Yeah, the girl
was his girlfriend.
Was Stink.
I loved it. I remember watching that show, and then you got to see some of the other experiments. Like, and their different
like a
powers.
Monster of the Week kind of thing.
It was It always reminded me of like Ben 10, kind of. It had like that vibe.
Yeah.
It was.
I remember getting into a real thing with somebody because I was like, ugh, the girl from Lilo and Stitch, like the little sister. I'm like, oh, she's the worst. I can't stand her. All the stuff. Yeah. Is that her name, Lilo? Yeah, I thought the sisters. I thought the older sister's name was Lilo for some reason. Anyways, Lilo.
Like
I could
Maggie
Nani.
or something. Oh,
Nani, is that it? I was like, oh, I can't stand her. If I was the sister, I'd be like, you know what? Go into foster care. Leave me alone. I'm tired. It became a whole fight. Oh man, I think the person was going to start crying. It was pretty amazing. You're welcome. That's the end of my stuff. I almost made someone cry over Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, his cousin, Angel.
Angel.
Remember the sandwich one? Who was him? That's the one I connected with. All he wanted to do was fucking eat. All he wanted to do.
I like the big. Who's the big shark guy? I like the big shark alien guy.
Yeah, he was the
bad guy. He was.
Well, he's bad, but he's not bad in the show, right? Doesn't he like?
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah, I
point.
think you're right. What is his name? I don't know.
Mr. Richard Iand. I can't read that. That's too many uppercase and lowercase letter.
Richard Land?
Yeah, is the shark guy? What's the shark guy's name? That guy was awesome. He had thick trunk legs. He was pretty cool.
His name was Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's a real muscle mommy shark.
Captain Gantu.
Thanks,
Steve. Steve's got me.
Thanks, Steve.
All right. Well,
I want to see live action him.
Where are we at, Daniel? We got.
Right.
So
Wait,
I am excited about one thing from this whole announcement.
What?
Aside from Andor season 2 and that other one that I was excited about, Daredevil. I don't care about Tron Ares, but Nine Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack. Not Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor, but Nine Inch Nails.
Yes. So for Tron 3. Oh yeah, Tron 3.
That's the only thing I care about out of the whole thing.
I was so excited to see that, and then I was watching the the stream, and it was so quiet. I was like, why are people not losing their minds for Nine Inch Nails to be doing the soundtrack of this? Say what you want about Tron, but for every single movie that they've had the music on lock.
Dude,
I had to get that soundtrack, man. That Daft Punk soundtrack was banging.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, you bum.
Yeah, literally the first time I'm talking about liking something, she's like, I'm out of here. All right, miserable Alex back.
It was weird. Thank you.
But how's your lasagna?
Literally, I did not turn off my camera. I just took myself off screen and walked away. When I came back, everything was frozen, much like my lasagna was 55 minutes ago.
But it's fine now. The lasagna's fine.
Yeah,
now?
I was gonna say everything's
It's
cooked.
the cheese is browning, so I have to leave in 15 minutes again.
Okay.
Well, we'll see if we can get you out of here. But yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
Steve.
speaking of Browning, I think the Rock was on stage for like a ton of stuff. Like he was he's doing Lilo and Stitch. No, he's doing Moana.
Hmm.
And what was the other thing he was on?
Notably,
camera?
no live action Moana announced, but
Thank
we did
goodness.
we got some art for. Actually, we got a trailer for the second one.
What am I thinking of? There's a live action Moana though, isn't there?
Allegedly, he announced it.
Allegedly.
He was part of the announcement, and
was
they
The
announced
Rock-
it like a week after Moana 2's announcement.
What was the
Do I have
Rock
to look
on?
up why The
on-
Rock?
Yeah, why was he on stage?
Why was The Rock on stage
I don't know.
at D23?
Something to do with Moana, and then
Moana
okay.
2 and something very unexpected. Okay.
I don't know.
Why don't you
He
just
was-
tell me? A surprising new
It's going to be
movie.
in the remake
Like
of
Hey,
Ant.
Wall.
Is that what's unexpected? Because that would be unexpected.
Oh,
I
I guess
have
he
no
performed. Mr. Richards said he performed a song, and then I guess there was also.
Uh,
Oh, I know. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote and performed a new song for. The new
Disney Monster Jam.
Monster
For
Jam.
Fast and
Monster
Ah.
Jam? Like
For the Fast and
Cars?
Furious.
Yeah,
like the
I think he's setting up like a Fast and Furious franchise for kids, featuring Monster Jam.
That's
That's
genius.
adorable.
they should
that is
Tell me I'm not
brilliant.
$1 billion franchise right there.
That
Think
is
of the merch
genius.
sales.
Is Monster Jam going to be
Oh.
like a spin-off of Cars? Like that would be insane.
I'd love to see that. All we
I mean,
got
I
was a
don't-
logo,
I
and it was
think it'd
just
be
the
great for
Monster Jam
kids.
logo.
I don't know if I want to see that because those cars get destroyed, and then those cars in the Cars Land are anthropomorphic.
Oh, that would be
they're getting
traumatic.
they're getting
Yeah.
crippled and
Mater, no.
Yeah, but it's like a Looney Tune, right?
Tell lightning
the
back to
Roadrunner,
no.
you know, the
Rock's
coyote
doing
gets
it. There are
thing
real
smash him and he gets
stakes.
Yeah, all right.
Just oil
Right.
spewing out.
I love it. I
It's
support
got to be
it.
like
like
a in-world equivalent of like a UFC match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet though.
but Monster Jam,
God,
that's
great
cute.
ideas.
Adorable.
All right. Well, that's all we really wanted to cover from D23. There's a lot that had happened. There's a lot of like Marvel stuff, but like you can open up your phone, throw the Rock, and see some Marvel news. I mean, there's like a new villain in Daredevil. We got a new look.
Oh
at
yeah,
the-
yeah. I think it's played by Robert
17
Downey
new
Jr.
series.
the Red Hulk. No, in Daredevil, it's like White Tiger or someone. But I think
Yeah,
White
White
Tiger
Tiger's
was in
Oh yeah.
someone. There's a lot of it out there. I don't know if D23 is the place for that because they just came off Comic-Con. So honestly, it was more exciting to see all the park stuff. But all right, well, that's it. That's all we have for news. But we are going to get into a couple of things that all of us are looking forward to, whether that's movies, TV, court dates, but things that are going to happen in 2024 that we're all looking forward to. So let's start with you, Daniel. You did the most work for this show. So what's one thing that is coming out that has not come out yet that you are looking
Coming out
forward
that has not come out yet. For me, one of my picks was Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is the upcoming Assassin's Creed game. It launches in like November. It's one that's got a lot of heat. You play as a historical figure, right? Yasuke, he was a black samurai. And then a ninja, which is kind of surprising that for Assassin's Creed, this is like the first ninja, I believe. I believe there was a game based in China, but we've never had like a legitimate like Japanese ninja, real excited. You get to play as both characters, which I think a lot of the franchise has been doing as of late. But yeah, that's the one I'm really excited for. The news I got this morning, which we kind of covered briefly, was James Wan directing the Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That's gonna be sick. You give James Wan horror, and I think he kills it. He really nails it.
He's very good at horror. Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
We just watched Saw for the first time not too long ago. It was horrific, but I feel like I've been missing out.
Did you see Saw?
Did you see Saw? I see.
Enough.
I saw
I'm
Saw.
gonna nip this in the bud. because it's gonna go on forever.
But Dad. And then my last one is, because I'm a little nerd at heart, Critical Role's Legend of Vox Machina season 3 comes out in October. Super stoked about that. I feel like
is
these
this the one
are
with
just
the dice, or what is this? Which is the one with the beards?
The beards.
They're a bar or something.
No, we don't talk about my beard anymore. She got very upset last time.
Haha, nice.
A boom.
Very good.
Well,
yeah.
So there's my 3.
Okay, well, thank you, and thank you for the segue.
Did you know that Matt Mercer, by the way, is going to be voicing one of the people in Dragon Age, the Veil Guard?
I think I might have seen a tweet from him about it. Yeah. But it's
I was
insane.
just getting him. I was just finding a common ground between something he likes and I don't care about, and something I like.
You
he
do a
doesn't care
show.
about.
You do a show
ground.
together. The ground is
show.
common. The ground is common. You do a show together.
If he likes it.
We'll talk. We'll have our own spinoff.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of beards, we'll move on to the person next. Autumn. What are some things you're looking forward to?
Okay. First of all, hold on, let me switch over there. Red One. I mean, I first heard about it from
that was on my list.
Yeah, I am so excited. This was my picture. We have 2 different pictures.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this one. Oh.
As I watched the trailer, which I hadn't really seen before, and the way it just starts off like, huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? I guess you watch it, it just gets more and more unhinged to the point where, like, I'm absolutely all about it. All about it. There's a movie out that came out many years ago, I mean, say like 15 years ago, called Movie 24 or something like that. And it's got that same kind of it just starts off in one way, and it's about Hollywood and like the movie industry, but it just keeps getting crazy, and it like cuts into different. It's insane.
I think I've seen that
like a million different short movies.
Yeah, and it's just insane.
And
it
has
has
one
that
of
same vibe.
Worst reviewed movies of all time.
I loved it because it was crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was really crazy. So
like,
this
it's not good,
me,
but
this
it
has
was
that same of like,
it's like watching Sucker
they're just
Punch
gonna go for it. Yeah, they're just gonna go for it, and it doesn't need to make sense.
Yeah, but
I love that.
Red One looks like it makes sense. It's just silly. Like I am interested in seeing Red One. You couldn't pay me to see movie 24. Red One
nobody asked
is a story. Red One is a story.
Literally, this is just me saying the 3 things that I'm excited about, and how
just the way you're
reminded
comparing
me
it
of
to a
the
terrible
other
movie. You're insulting the movie
about these things, but let me tell you why you're wrong.
No, Autumn.
So
this is why I agree with you that you should love this movie. I'm very excited for your excitement, but man, your reasoning sucks.
It's like
I don't know like so much my reason so much as this reminded me of that. So if you don't you don't like what reminds me of something else, you don't get to say.
Sucks. I mean, I can
to agreeing. You're so close to agreeing. You're right there.
Hold on.
I agree on half of it. Just man. What a bad comparison.
Now, wasn't there a Netflix like Red Notice or something? Red
Notice. It also had The Rock
and Chris Evans. No,
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay.
And Gal Gadot.
Chris Evans.
Same thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What?
What are you talking about?
Okay. I don't know.
Red Notice?
I'm going to go on to my next thing.
What was your next thing, Autumn?
Okay, the next thing is this Friday, Post Malone's new album, which is going to be country.
Right.
I'm super excited. I love all the different genres he's been weaving in and out of lately. It's been really fun to watch him experiment and just do all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm not necessarily a big country music fan. I like there's things here and there that I like, but I'm really excited to hear that. So it's this Friday. The other thing is a little bit of a cheat because it comes out in January, but I have been like so excited. So I read The Fourth Wing and then the sequel, Iron Flame. And in January, the last of the trilogy, Onyx Storm, comes out.
These all sound like Axe body spray scents.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this has been.
Wait, why are you excited about it? So I can tell you why you're wrong for being excited.
Okay, exactly. This is like if you take Hunger Games and Harry Potter. and mix them.
God.
And the
Ooh.
tagline is, hold on, I wrote it down because it's fun. Enter the brutal world of Basgiath War College, where there was only one rule: graduate or die. Like it's very, yes, thank you.
Okay.
It's very high stakes, like a
Berkeley.
college for young, like training to be dragon riders and to be fighters and warriors. And it's like this tons of elimination. Like it's like there may be a couple hundred that start and it gets whittled down to a very small amount because they're just constantly dying off. You can kill each other. It's like a survival of the fittest. The dragons choose you. And if you do anything to offend them, they just flame you out. And if somebody's standing nearby, they're dead too. No one cares. You're not allowed to mourn them. Anything that people had as their belongings that died, you throw it into a fire and you move on. So it's very cutthroat, but it's also so much fun and so interesting. And like, I just
There's
inhaled
nothing like
the first
watching
one.
kids get burned to death. It's like
100%. Well, technically, they're all like in their early 20s, so like it's okay. Like late
it's
teens,
fine.
early 20s.
Yeah.
I think there might be a
They're
little
annoying
younger,
already.
but
That's
Yeah.
funny. My brain literally switched to being like, oh, I don't care then.
yeah, it's, yeah. They might be.
this
I
is a-
can't remember. Who was
Yes,
it
Steve,
that
there's
was
100
saying? Is
of
it
them.
Liza? Like saying, "Oh yeah." Like I can't remember if they're teenagers or young adults, but anyway, they're young. It's really fun.
I know that these books are very popular.
I
They're
get
very
recommended them
popular.
on TikTok.
Amazon Prime
Yeah.
picked it up. They're making the series based on the first two so far. And then when the third one comes out, they have the rights to the whole trilogy. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. The books are okay. Thank you, Liza. It says young adults. So
I'll watch that.
it's a
Royale with
YA
dragons.
novel with high stakes. So yeah, it's like Hunger Games where it's just really brutal, but there's like dragons and you have certain magic powers and all that kind of stuff. So it's very cool.
It's almost like a home.
Plus a lot of sex.
Like
so
a home of dragons. I don't know. It's on the tip of my my tongue here. Sounds very
anyway. So that's one I'm excited about. And then 3.2 is Designer Con because it's in Vegas this year. I know it's not a show or a TV or whatever, but I'm super excited. It's also the first time I'm going as part of my job that's specifically focused on Designer Con, and I'm so excited to go there in that capacity. So I'm really looking forward to it. We got some really cool stuff planned that I can always talk about it later, I suppose, but little nepotes, I can tell you more about it. But we got a really cool thing planned and I'm excited. So that's my stuff. If that's okay with you, Alex.
What?
Well, speaking of Alex, thank you, Autumn. Alex, I know that this was like pulling glass from your toenails for you because you mentioned it. But what are some things you're looking forward to in 2024?
2024, I am looking forward to season 2, and I think it's only going to be 2 seasons of Arcane. By the way, big news: the first half of Riot Games Arcane season 2 got leaked.
Whoa,
5
really?
episodes got leaked.
Whoa.
I have not even tried to watch them. I've been avoiding anything to see it. I just because I want to watch it all at once myself. So yeah, Arcane season 1 was very enjoyable, but so I'm looking forward to season 2. I don't know when that comes out. I think November, just in time, and also in November, which is I guess my 1.2 because it comes out the same month as I'm going to visit Rob Honeybear Kocher. I don't know if anyone knows him, but he's a friend of mine. I'm going to go visit him, and we're going to go see Across the Spider-Verse live in concert. So that's
so sick
in November
in Jersey or
in
PA?
PA, right? Pennsylvania, where the vampires are from.
They're from Pennsylvania? What?
Yes. The Pennsylvania vampires.
Okay, so that's 1 and 1.2. What else?
Alan Wake, the DLC, the Lake House. Alan Wake is a really good game. Alan Wake 2, sorry. It's a game that I love. It's horror. It's psychological. It freaks me the hell out when I play it at night in the dark.
Scares your friends.
Scares my friends. It's very unnerving to play. But yes, there's going to be a DLC, the Lake House, which I'm looking forward to. I don't know what it's going to be. There was a DLC earlier this year. There was that was really funny because it was like everything was reversed and everything was really silly. Instead of being Bright Falls, it was Night Springs. And I'm like, oh, it's so clever with flipping everything. And what's his name? Sean something. Who's the one who's Iceman?
Cassidy? Is it Sean Cassidy?
Sean
Ashmore.
Sean Ashmore.
Ashmore. Sean Ashmore is in the game, and at some point in the game, in the DLC, he's Sean Ashmore playing Sean Ashmore in this thing, and Sam Lake, the director, is playing him of the game, is playing himself in the game, and you have to, and you're like, there's a million Sean Ashmores, and you have to like travel through space and time, and it's very, very, very weird.
That's an awesome.
I would like it better if there were a million Sean Cassidys. I think that'd be amazing.
Sean Cassidy is good.
Oh, come on, yeah, you do. Look, you remember who Sean Cassidy is.
Autumn's been saying his name for the last 30 seconds. So Autumn,
look it up.
Who is Sean Cassidy?
I'm not telling you guys. Some people know. He's like
an old man.
He's a singer from like the late 70s. I believe he was in the Partridge Family. Was he?
No one knows who that is.
Yeah.
Our demographic doesn't.
Yeah. He's in the Hardy Boys.
Is there any relation
Why the hell would I know this? Autumn, you're like 112.
Someone in the audience. Yeah, that's true.
Any relation to
it's a
Lisette Cassidy,
from the 70s.
Gym teacher?
Thank you, Steve. Yes, my sister had a huge crush on him, and yes, Partridge Family. Thank you.
Steve doesn't count. He knows everything.
For all of our Partridge Family
seriously,
fans out there.
He literally knows everything. You can't.
Yeah.
Steve is a very, very knowledgeable.
He would be such a better host of this show than any of us.
It's like that thing where like his brain can just pull in all the information psychically.
Oh, thank you.
Encyclopedic.
Yeah.
John, yes, you're right. David Cassidy was on Partridge Family. Sean Cassidy was a Hardy Boy. Yeah.
I know Dave Cassidy.
Hardy Boy the wrestlers or Hardy Boy like the detective?
Oh, that's interesting. Now we're in.
Yeah. Let's an all Cassidy episode. Let's go. Cassidy Family for the win.
How about no? So what else, Alex? That was 2, technically.
3 is
Heretic. Yes.
So Hugh Grant's renaissance as a villain, as a comedian, as a bad guy. Usually, I love him as funny. He's been doing funny really well, but to see him as a creepy, freaky, Autumn, I don't know if you see the trailer for this. See the trailer for Heretic? Oh yeah, no, it's two young girls who are very, very religious come to his house to
they're Mormon, I think, right?
They're Mormon.
Or no,
you know if they're Mormon, they don't say.
No, they're Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness. They go and ring on his doorbell to proselytize to him.
You said traumatize, and I'm like, same thing.
Yeah, so he invites them in. He's like, "Oh, my wife is in here, and she's cooking a blueberry pie." And then she's not. He doesn't have a wife, and she's not in there, and she's not cooking a blueberry pie. And I want to know what comes after it. It's like seems like these 2 girls have to escape with their lives.
And, and he's like built this home specifically for this moment, and he's basically trying to break the faith of religious people and like getting them to denounce their god is what like the vibe is. And so
it's crazy. It's like they based it on my life, and I'm really excited about it. This is going to be living my dream.
About anything. I just
the only similarity is that Alex wears the same type of sweaters that Hugh Grant wears. But yeah, that looks really good. It's also got I always forget her name, Sophie something, but she's one of the main girls in Yellow Jackets, and she's so good. She's really, really good.
There's another character in it that I forgot her name too. She was in a bunch of things, and she's awesome in things too.
Is it David
Can't remember her name.
Anyway,
it's David Cassidy.
Sean Cassidy.
Cassidy's sister.
Sister. Dwayne, please don't humor Autumn anymore, please.
No, I'm looking on the YouTube on the thing. He is correct.
Did you know Sean Cassidy started the Green Party? You guys?
Really?
That was Al Gore.
He's what's wrong.
No.
Al Gore made the internet.
Yeah.
Well, freaking Autumn took my
you,
thing.
Paul?
Yeah, Autumn took my thing, which was going to be Red One. I was excited about Red One, and the reason.
But wait! I want to know why you're excited about it. Because
okay, right. That was my. Yeah. Come on. So the reason is because
I'm not allowed to have my own reason.
No, ma'am. No. And the reason is once Red One has passed, we will have just gotten past the thing that I'm also very excited for, which is here somewhere. It is the Venice. That's the logo. Terrible picture of it. It is the Venice Film Festival.
such a
What do you see in that
take their way
plot?
into restoring the logo.
I see Alex's bitterness and inability to let other people love things.
It's actually all of the
Yeah, see?
canals. That's what it's
Is
supposed
that really?
Of Alex's hatred.
No,
Is it-
I don't know. I'm lying.
It looks like it's a sphinx, isn't it? Isn't
Yeah,
that a sphinx?
yeah. I pulled the wrong image in, and so I was just like, it's showtime.
Imogen.
But I'm really excited
Jeez.
for the Venice Film Festival pretty much every year because I'm a loser who follows
Oh.
all these
You're a
movies.
freaking hipster.
But
I love it. Actually, you guys,
There's this new
the
movie
Italian
coming out
people make
called, like,
such better
Staring at the
films.
Show-
The real film aficionados
it's
There
watch
are
called-
movies
on Film
besides
Festival.
blockbusters, you guys.
Joker Folie à Deux is being debuted there.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
It's
oh,
so much better
oh.
than Joker, you guys.
because it's in French. Idiot.
Also, Wolves, which is the
Mhm.
first
Oh.
Brad Pitt and George Clooney movie that they've done in like a decade
Oh,
together,
yeah.
and it's being written and the
It's being written
screenplay.
at that thing.
No, that's wrong. The screenplay is by John Watts of the new Spider-Man trilogy.
You said it's being
Oh,
written.
wow.
Is it hasn't filmed? I've already seen a trailer.
Well,
They're
I mean,
not
like
done
it
writing the script?
was written
was.
or the
Oh,
screenplay
since we're
was by-
using
I don't know-
language correctly.
I don't know if
Okay.
John Watts directed it though. I'm not sure, but seems interesting. And they've already greenlit a sequel. Like the sequel's already in development for that. So that's
You know,
all. That's
not
not
everything needs a
always. I
sequel.
know.
Everything's
It's not
gotta be
always
a sequel.
It just makes
I'm
me
ex-
less
by the way,
excited. to
I am
see the
excited for
first
that
one.
movie as well.
Yeah, I was excited until they announced the second one, because then it's like, geez, like unless you're Harry Potter or you're like Avengers Endgame, like I don't need to film back to back. That's ridiculous. But
Mhm.
oh, and then the last thing is coming out this Friday, Alien Romulus. I
Ooh.
am really, really, really excited for this. Fede Alvarez is an incredible director. I want the popcorn
Oh
bucket,
yeah.
and I'm
Get him in
gonna.
a
I
superhero
like some
landing.
body horror.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
seeing all the reports, I love that they've made a point of it to say how there's like very little to no green screen, and they've basically spent a lot of their budget
It's all in-
building these sets.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
Yeah, I heard there was
I
a
love
lot of
that.
practicals on it.
Yeah,
the
I love
so
that.
the benefit of that, right, is it looks beautiful, and also that it's built in a way that those sets will be reused either in this universe or from other people because they cost what, I don't know, $5-6
I
million
love the
to
idea that
make.
it's going to be a flat, like with a little bar in the back, and like they fall over.
yeah. Just a dude
Like a
like
high
eating a
school
bagel.
Theater
I just remember it too.
background.
I just remember too that there's a scene in that movie where the guy's like, "There's salt in the water," and he's got the accent. He's like, "There's salt
Yeah.
in the water."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Flawless
I'm
accent,
watching
by
the
way,
trailer. I'm like,
Alex.
"Oh, this trailer looks sick," and he starts doing that. I was like, "Oh my god!" It
I
sounds
hope he
like
dies
Commissioner
first.
from The Office, the redhead.
Daniel.
I need to get that accent out of the way. You know,
As soon as he's
Yeah.
on screen, boo.
Yeah. Ugh.
Could teach you this lesson in the Olympics again, old man. But yeah. So those are some of the things we are very excited. What are you guys excited for? We've been. I know we're just so engaging.
We
you
just
guys have
told
been
you.
watching.
Oh,
Not
damn.
you, Beard. But what is what are you guys excited for out there? There's a lot of stuff coming out in
I'm gonna call people out.
2025.
by
Oh,
their name.
Alex, you know
What?
what I was gonna put on here, but I thought you
No.
were gonna do it, so I didn't do it. Was Nosferatu comes out like on the 21st or something of this
Okay.
year. Yeah, but I'm really excited because I think because I remember and I'm a good friend.
Alex.
That was
I don't
also
care.
something that you were really excited for to come out.
I am
this
actually really
year, 'cause
excited for it.
It's I
I'm
know
excited
you
for
are.
Red. I'm excited for Red One. I'm excited for Alien Rom. I'm excited for almost
Just not for
everything
the
except for-
same reasons I am.
because everything Daniel picked, I hated.
I agree with your movie, but judge your reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, you sound like all the people judging Batman. It's like, yes, you're stopping crime, but it's not the way
But-
we want you to do it.
okay.
And
Yes, you're
also, it's
stopping
not the
crime,
reason.
but instead of actually helping crime and helping the city, you're just
Yeah.
beating poor people up because you're a piece of shit. That was my one. Steve
Yeah.
Nara, I'm calling you out. What are you excited for? Liza Sella, what are you excited for? John Galgano,
Oh,
what are you
Steve
excited
says
for?
he answered already. The final season of Outlander. At this point, just to be done with it. Yeah, I think the Outlander book series is very, very long, and apparently they're just gonna keep. And I read the Outlander series, but then after like 5 books, I was like, okay, I get it. I mean, are we take it all the way up to like the 80s, and they're at a skating party? Like, we just
Is
It
Outlander
starts.
the same thing as
the
Highlander?
one-
There can
Yeah,
only be
it's
one
Hi-
or something.
No,
Honestly,
but it's,
I'm glad I didn't
Yeah.
ask that question because I was gonna ask it and I was like, you know, let Daniel do this
Yeah.
one.
Outlander. It starts. It's like a time travel-y thing. It's like
Ooh.
the 40s, that right after the war, and they're vacationing in Scotland, and she goes to this like little stone circle thing, and somehow when she touches it, all of a sudden she's back in time to before, like when
So
there's
stop touching the thing.
Highlanders.
Yeah, that's
Why
what
she
I'm
Yeah,
touching
saying.
and
the
she
thing?
didn't know. Like she didn't know, but it's like a magic circle or whatever. And there's no other magic. It's not a magical show at all. It's just that happens. It's like a mystical circle.
Ah.
And then she's gets caught up in all the politics and society of that time. And then in
And
the
she
first movie,
bangs
this
the
happens
guy over and
relatively
over
early. Yeah,
again
she ends
every
up
time.
she's married in the present day, and then
Uh-huh.
in this place she's there for so long she ends up developing a relationship with someone, and she's pregnant, and there's a war happening and she's going to be killed, and so she goes back to the stones and then comes back to the 1940s. Her husband's looking for her for like the last 2 years. Everyone else thinks she's dead. She shows up pregnant, and so
She actually,
it's a whole
and then she gives birth to
Yeah.
the baby, and then she goes back in time and sleeps with the
she
baby.
she
Very
has the
weird.
baby. No, and her husband knows that it's not his kid, but he
Right,
loves her. He
spoiler
raises
alert,
the child
man.
as
Come
his own.
on.
Yeah,
I haven't
raises the
seen it
child.
yet.
This is all in the very beginning. And this once
I
the
haven't
child is
seen it.
grown, she goes back. So this is not a big, there's a whole big long series. And this
Wow.
is like, you're never gonna watch it anyway. But it's a really cool
I know.
story.
No, he's not gonna watch
Yeah.
it. So
And that'd be
Uh,
funny if she gets transported back, but the baby doesn't.
Okay, instead of
she's
doing what
pregnant.
I do, instead
there's
of
a
doing
grown
what I
man
do,
stuck in there.
Linda, instead of doing what
Hello.
I do, just
He ages.
I want to hear what you're looking forward to. What are you looking forward to? Because Liza's
Yeah.
looking forward to the next season of Silo.
Yes,
Um,
I binged Silo recently. It was
Yeah.
so
Oh.
good.
Yeah, it really picks up. I had a lot of trouble with Silo for some reason with the first like 3 episodes, and then I pushed through, and I was like, "Damn, this is a good show."
Mhm.
But I think
Yeah.
it's because I was trying to watch it at the same time as Fallout.
So I read the
Oh,
books
yeah.
and
Oh, you
Like,
didn't
it's
read it?
gonna-
You didn't watch it when it came out?
No, I just missed it.
Dummy.
Missed me.
I saw
Idiot.
some of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer. No, I read the
Idiot.
Silo books, and like all of season 1 takes place maybe within like the first chapter of Silo, the book.
Yeah.
It moves at a glacial pace compared to the books.
Linda, I agree with you. Like, except I love the first Outlander book, and the second one after that, I feel like it kind of tapered down. They even end up going to America, part of the American Revolution. It's a whole, like, they're basically going through history. And but yeah, the series I think was great, but I just feel
I'd
like
only-
it kind of drags.
I think I'd only
Anyway.
read it if it was written by John Green.
Yes, it's
Um,
based on a book series, and it's really good. Read the
cool.
books. Anyway, sorry.
Did you?
All right,
Go
No,
ahead.
she's talking about Silo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the.
No, she doesn't
Outlander.
care about that. Galgano's looking for Romulus and Andor season 2. Is Andor season 2 coming out in 2024? Then if not,
No.
you failed the project. You
Yeah,
failed.
sorry,
Go
John.
home.
But you get a
Leave.
50%. You get a 50% on that.
That's a
one.
fail. That's a failing grade.
Well, but he tried, Alex. He's doing his best.
We're
He's
so
trying.
welcoming here at Fandom
We are.
Social.
Alien
I'm,
Romulus,
I'm
I'm with you.
welcoming. I'm nice. I like Spider-Man.
I'm gonna actually. I have a little thing of uranium-235 that I bought. That's in an acrylic cube, and I'm gonna put that spider in the acrylic and the acrylic cube in a box together. Leave it for a couple of weeks, and then get that spider to bite me.
Now we're talking Spider Power.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna start seeing
choose
news
that.
reports of some random afro-haired man flying around
Yeah.
New York.
He's just
Awesome.
like super cancer.
Yeah. So hold on. Who else is in here that hasn't answered yet? So Steve and Liza answered.
Okay, you're going to
Mr.
call everyone out and demand an answer.
I told him I was going to come on. I demand Mr. Richard Iand. I can't say that.
Mr. Richard Lind.
Richard
I think it's
Land?
Richard Land. Richard
It
Land.
looks like an L.
Richard Land?
But like say it in a
Mr.
really
Richard
sarcastic
Land?
way.
Daniel,
Mr.
you look
Richard
like an L.
Land.
I can't even read it. All the ups and
It's
downs.
definitely a
Really
sarcastic
messing.
font, though. That's how you have to say it.
That's
Yeah.
that is,
Desmond.
that's true.
Desmond-
Sarcastic font.
Yeah.
Yeah, Desmond, I want to know if you're still if any of you are still watching. I want to know what you're looking forward to. What are you looking forward to? Please tell me,
I feel
so I
like
can tell you
like-
why it
I feel like
sucks.
It's
a
wrong.
lot of the. Oh well, you know what is out now that's pretty good is Batman: The Cape Crusader. If you guys haven't watched that,
Yeah,
that's
I have
on
heard good
Amazon.
things.
It's Batman.
Very good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
He
it.
beats up poor people. He does that in the show. He beats up poor people. It's great all the
Nice.
time.
Yeah.
I think this is what billionaires do.
Rich, handsome,
Sounds like a
beats
man
up
after
poor
my own-
people.
What's not to love?
You're just describing Gavin Newsom. So, well, you know what? We'll let everyone chime in. Comment, everyone, what you guys are excited for the rest of 2024.
Mhm.
It doesn't even have to be a movie. It could be something incredibly poignant, like the Venice Film
I'm
Festival,
excited about
perhaps.
the lasagna I'm about to have. Yeah.
It better be because it took you off the show twice. So,
Twice.
with that, everyone, thank you all so much for joining us. As always, Daniel, Autumn, Alex, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next Monday. More pop culture news and headlines with some other type of thing that we're doing. Most likely,
Hopefully there's some convention this weekend.
Yeah. Otherwise, we don't have a show.
Ooh, wait, you got to
Can
show
I
that
show you
off.
something really cool?
You can't just tease that.
Wait, can I just show you something really cool?
Oh, this is what I
Yes.
want.
This
Yes.
is really cool.
Richard
So
sent me
I
this,
put-
and he's like, absolutely
I
not.
put my xenomorph in here just because
Ooh.
it's so cool. Look, I put him in there.
God,
So
that's
Her,
so
actually. I
sick.
put her in here. Look at that. You
Wow.
shut the light off, it lights up real bright green. And you know what? This is like double lined, and the inside one is like completely sealed. I can
Good.
fill this with like slime.
Wow.
I can fill it like
Ooh.
green slime. He's just going to suspend him in there.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be dope.
And despite the
That's
movie
really cool.
being actually terrible, this popcorn bucket's pretty dope. And his
I know,
eye lights
I
up.
almost-
Yeah,
and
that
this,
was pretty cool.
and this
Popcorn buckets.
articulates.
Dude, I watched Borderlands yesterday. Alex, you've seen it now too, right?
Yeah, it was very unfortunate.
Well, let's save it. I think maybe this weekend, maybe me and Alex might have a quick show and talk some movies that we've seen because it's been a minute since we've talked movies, Alex. And I'm forcing you. So,
I was enjoying that.
Nice.
well, everyone, with that,
Oh,
thank
wait.
you all. So I know I was. Oh,
Yay.
Beetlejuice.
Don't say
Oh!
it again. Be careful. Ah! Well,
Damn
now
it.
you've done it. We better get out of
Uh,
here.
These kids, yeah, I hear kids skateboarding, so I gotta nip that.
Yeah,
shit
you got to
in the
get your cane and get out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go beat up some street youths.
Let's turn on the sprinkler.
I know, no kidding. Yeah, pocket sand. But all right, everyone, thank you all so much. We'll see you next Monday, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be talking pop culture Tuesday headlines. In the comments, let us know what other things are you excited for. Maybe even if you want to break the rules like a Gargano, some things maybe early into 2025 because there's a lot. Like I think 2025 is starting pretty hype. So, but we'll get to cover
Looking up
that in
some
another
good
show.
stuff.
Yeah. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night. And remember to like what you love what you like, and don't be a face
And
hugger
Alex.
about it.
You know what
No.
I'm looking forward
He
to?
was
only
nice today.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Hitting end stream. That's
To
what I'm
you.
really looking forward to.
Alex, let's see your best face hugger.
I have
great.
one.